In this video, we look at some simple Salesforce customizations. These are not applicable for Salesforce users. They are more relevant for people who have to do basic admin tasks on Salesforce. So as we know that Salesforce comes with some standard objects which are predefined in your Salesforce instance. The examples for these are accounts, opportunity, contact, leads, campaign, etc. The accounts are used to represent household and organization. Opportunity we have seen can be used to represent memberships, grants, etc. So Salesforce allows us to add custom fields to these objects. So as an example for contacts, let's say we also want to track whether they represent a membership prospect or not. So we can add a checkbox to the contact, and then this information will be entered by the users. The custom fields are used extensively in Salesforce. So many different organizations add custom fields on their standard and custom objects to make the Salesforce more flexible based upon the business needs. We can also change the presentation of a screen. We can move the fields around, drag and drop them across the screen. We can delete the fields, remove the fields from page layout, uh, things like that. So those are all available to us as an administrator. Salesforce also allows us to create new custom objects. For example, if we are using Salesforce to track our projects, we can create a custom project object, and then we could create a corresponding tab for it, and then we could have custom fields like start date, end date, budget in the project. So let's just take a quick demo for all these things. These are uh, the most basic customizations we are discussing. More advanced customizations we'll discuss in later videos. So when we click on this setup button, we get this left nav bar, and this has these sections. So these are available to an administrator, and the admin user can perform configuration tasks through these menus. There is also a search box available at the top. The user can, in this case, we discussed that we want to add a custom field to contact. So let's search for contact. We can see the contact section. It has various subsections like fields, validation rules, triggers, etc. So let's start with fields. The fields that are pre-existing are in the top section under standard object, and at the bottom are custom fields. We have not created any custom fields. These were created when Salesforce Nonprofit Starter Pack 3 was installed. As we can see, all these begin with NPSP. So these were pre-installed when the Salesforce instance with Nonprofit Starter Pack was set up. So as we know, Nonprofit Starter Pack is a package above standard Salesforce. So the fields of Nonprofit Starter Pack are all here. Okay, let's now we can click on the new button in this section, create custom fields and relationship. And we can select a checkbox field here. This is used to specify whether a value is true or false. And we will give it a label of membership prospect. We have to specify the default value. Let's say we want the default to be checked. The field name gets set up automatically. We can optionally give some description and help text and then click on next. So let's just continue clicking next. What this is saying is that what all profiles will have access to this checkbox field. Now we'll just save it. So this will create the new field, membership prospect, in the contact object. So when we now go into a contact record, then it will automatically have this field which the users may select, they may give inputs for this field. So as we can see, this is the checkbox and we can change its value. Okay, so that was about creating custom fields. They could have different types, like they could be a number field, they could be a text field, etc. Let's in the same way we can also create custom objects. So we can go to create here, and then this has an option called object. So this option can be used to create a custom object. Let's say we had discussed an object called project. We click on the new custom object button. We give it a label and a plural label. It does not start with a vowel. This is the API name. This is used by the programmers, so we can just leave it as it is. And we can just leave defaults for pretty much everything else for now. This one, if we select this one, it says that the attachment notes and attachment related list will appear in the object. So this creates a custom object. Now we can create a tab, and then this will be available as a standard tab over here. So that's as simple as that. We can add more fields to it and use it for our business, for tracking of our projects. Now let's go ahead and go to our contact page layout and try to customize it. So we go to the customize tab and look for contacts, and then look at this section called page layouts. The page layouts allow us to change the presentation of the page. So let's click on the edit button here. Now this has two sections. This has a section at the top called contact layout. At the bottom it says a sample page. These are the various subsections in it, and these are the standard page layout that come with the nonprofit startup pack. This is very easy to use. We can add new sections, add new fields, remove fields, etc. For our purposes, let's just remove the membership prospect by dragging it from here back to the top. Now the membership prospect is gone from the page layout. Now we can save this, and then the contact page is ready.